Hi, good evening everybody. In this video we're going to take a look at the upcoming UFA. We're right around the corner. Coming up. All right, unrestricted free agency is right around the corner. I got a few videos coming out for you. I'm not feeling good again. God. Oh, geez, man. I don't get it. I feel good for a few days and then today I'm, Well, we're going to take a look, okay? I've got 3 clips coming your way, guys. We're going to take a look at the forwards, the right defenseman. I just put the right defenseman because I think if the Sabres make a splash in free agency, they're going to get somebody that's a right shot defenseman. And the goalies. So we're going to take a look. The forwards might be a bit of a long shot at this point, guys. Really, I don't get the feel the Sabres are going to get 1-1-1 like I was hoping. They might get a defenseman, I should say, defenseman and a goalie for sure. I saved the goalies for last. Let's look at the forwards first. Here we go, guys. And I did this chart by the points, yeah, because it was the forwards. So what I did is I did it by the points, or did I? No, I think I did this by the goals. Yes, I did. I did this by the goals, guys, okay? I clipped it out by the goals. So let's take a look. Tkachuk, of course, is an RFA, so we can forget that. He's going to be a St. Louis Blue eventually anyway. Robertson would be wonderful to get if we could get him. But, of course, RFA. Now, UFA, Johnny Gaudreau. I think we're going to be spending way too much there. As awesome as it would be to have this guy in our team, it's not worth our future, it's just not. So I got to let temptation kind of pass me by. But yeah, I would sign him if he'd be willing to sign in Buffalo, but we'd have to figure out the term and everything. It'd be a bit of a mess. Mangiapane is RFA. Poor Calgary. Look at that. 3 of the top 4 guys. A guy with 42 goals, a guy with 40, and a guy with 35 all need contracts, and they are going to ask for a lot. And let me just check Calgary for a second while we'll go back to that after. Let's continue. Okay, so, and then we got Joshua Norris in Ottawa, who's going to command a lot of money. Guys, I'm going to be watching Norris, okay? He's RFA just like Olofsson. And if we pay Olofsson more than Norris gets, we're out of our minds. I'm just going to go right out and say it. I mean, I am really going to watch that Norris contract and see what happens. He's younger. He's scored way more goals. And he's played less games. So, and he's a centerman. So there's a lot of reasons Norris should get a lot more money than Olofsson. Then you got Nazem Kadri. Yes, I would be all in on Kadri. If we could ever get our hands on Kadri, he's a sandpaper type player too. This would be perfect. He's 31, yes, but I would lock him in. I would lock in Kadri. I don't think it would cost anything close to what Gaudreau is going to get. Then Pierre-Luc Dubois. He is RFA. Moving on. And then David Perron, he is UFA. 34 though, guys, I'd have to pass, but what a good year he had. 27 goals, 30 assists. Maybe for 2 years, maybe, But we're not really looking for that, a guy that wants to make $5-6 million up front. We're not looking for that. Unless it's a guy that's younger. Patrick Laine, yes, I'd be all in for if we could get him. I know he's RFA, but I would be all in on Laine. And, after that, really, guys, I mean, I guess we can talk about Jesper Bratt. I mean, Nushishkin's going to sign in Colorado, I'm sure. Bergeron's signing in Boston. Niederreiter would be awesome if we could land. Yeah, that would be an awesome one, guys. It would be. $5 million, so he'd probably make about 6, though. And I don't know. I don't think the Sabres are willing to pay that for a forward right now. Wouldn't make sense, really. Then we got Burakovsky and Evander Kane, Dylan Strome, Vincent Trocheck. I mean, there's some guys there, but I can't see us even making a move for any of them, to be honest. And going down the list, this is where the Sabres might look. I mean, Giroux, Stastny, Strome, Kopp. Oh, the other Strome brothers, UFA. I didn't even realize they're both UFAs, the same. I didn't even realize that till right now. Look at that. So you know what? We can look down the list. Maybe Ricard Raquel. I could see that. That's a possible. Yeah, I'd be interested there, and I don't think it would cost a fortune. I don't think. He's 29, though. He might want like $5 million and up. Lawson Krause, of course. There's Victor Olofsson. And that's really about it. Andre Palat, I just don't see that happening. Guys, if I was to look at this list and say the realistic one really on this list would be somebody like, I would say Nino Niederreiter. There's a shot. There's a shot there when you're looking at high. When you're looking at lower, Ricard Raquel. That's kind of what I see with the forwards. Let's move on, though. Okay, we don't really want to talk about forwards. Not really. Okay, let's go to the right side defenseman, right shot defenseman. Here we go. Okay, so it leads off by Noah Dobson, of course, RFA. That would be just a dream to get our hands on that guy, but forget it. He's going to be an Islander for a long time. I'm sure to lock him in this year. They're going to want to clear some salary, though, the Islanders, folks. They're going to start going younger this summer. I'm sure of it. Gudbranson is 30. And what do you guys think? Maybe, right? Maybe. I got my IMPK. I'll admit it right away. I got my IMPK Subban. He's still got the legs, good enough, where he could come into our lineup and fit right in. I think this guy would fit perfectly in our team. I really do. I think PK would be the smart pickup here. And looking a little further down, Jan Ruda, and then Anton Strawman, Klingberg, forget it. Going to cost way too much. Justin Schultz, 31, possible. There's Pizik. If you look at number 18, guys, that might be the logical signing, believe it or not. I know some of you don't like Miller, I do. And I think Miller would be just the logical signing. But if we want to upgrade, maybe if you look at 14, Ethan Bear. I know he's RFA though, right? Yeah, he's RFA. That would be for me maybe I liked him as an Oiler because I watch a lot of Oilers games, and I got a pretty good look at Ethan Bear then, not this year so much. But what I seen of Ethan Bear in Edmonton, I liked. I was surprised when they, just didn't keep him. I was very surprised. Josh Manson, of course, I'd be thrilled to get. He's 30. Like, guys, defensemen 30, I can handle. It's when they're forwards, I get a little nervous. But I would look at, if I was just to pick it out, I would look at PK. I would look at Josh Manson, Ethan Bear as the RFA in the bunch. And my goodness, what else? Is that it? Jeez, there's not much out there, guys. They're just not, with right shot defensemen. And I clipped the top 20 because I went by games played. So, guys, if you want to understand this chart, take a look at games played, and you can see right down there. I mean, Michael Stone only played 11 games. It gives you an idea of what's out there. It's not much. It's not much. I got my eyes on PK Subban. I do. I think he'd be the logical choice for our team. I know some folks don't like him. I think I've seen a lot of him here in Montreal. I know what he's capable of if he gets in the right zone. And I think on Jersey just wasn't a really good fit for PK. I think our team would be a better fit for PK Subban. I just do. Okay, goaltenders, guys. Here's the moment you've been waiting for. Here we go. And yes, Kemper and Campbell lead the pack, as we all know right now. And Ottinger, of course, would be the one. If I got to take any of these goalies right now, this very second, right off the market, it would be Jake Ottinger. It would be right away. I better look and double check all that. Yeah, absolutely. Jake Ottinger would be who I'd nab right away. Yeah, this kid is going to be good. Really, really good. Samsonov, I don't think Washington won't sign. I think Washington will sign him. I know, and there's a lot of RFA guys, so I'm going to go through some RFAs here too. So Ottinger, Samsonov are RFA. Vanacek signed today, I believe, after I clipped this out. He just, I believe he signed. No, I might be wrong. No. Strike that. I don't think he did sign. No, I am thinking of somebody else. It's not him. We're going to get to him in a sec, I believe. Georgiev. Yeah, Georgiev signed. Samuel Montembeault, we don't want. Trust me, guys. Can't say Kalkanen I've seen too much of this year, so I don't really know. He's 36, you know, he's making minimum. You know what I mean, guys? We want, if we're going to do that, we might as well go with familiar faces that we have already. So that's why I got the cap hit also in there, because we want to have an idea what some of these guys made last year. Of course, Kemper leads the pack. Didn't he lead the pack last year too, I believe, right? He was the number one guy last summer, I believe. So that's rare you see that 2 summers in a row that Kemper's the number one guy. Unless I'm wrong. Did he just sign for 1 year in Colorado? I'd have to look at his, that wouldn't make any sense, would it? Anyway, what do you guys like there? You tell me, because when I look at these names, I think Campbell is a strong possibility. A very strong possibility, because we automatically weaken the Leafs and strengthen ourselves by doing that. It's a tough market this year. It is. My goodness, when you look at it, it just is a tough market. Let me check Kemper, though. Kemper's got me curious what he did last year in his... He was on a 2-year deal. Okay, my bad, guys, my bad. Yeah, okay, he was on a 2-year deal when they got him. He was already signed. Okay, I forgot. But he was like the top goalie everybody wanted to get. I don't know. I mean, Kemper, could we really land Kemper? How much would it cost? He just won the Stanley Cup. My God, it's going to cost a fortune, guys. We don't want to go that route. We just don't. And he's going to want long-term, and Kemper's just, it's a pipe dream for you guys that want him, I think. It's a pipe dream. Even Campbell, I think, is going to want some term, This is a tough one. Oh, I already know. I don't even have to look. It's Braden Holtby. Braden Holtby's a logical choice. He's got a cup. Yes, he's slowed down a bit, but he's not, useless at all. He could still play, and he would sign for 2 years, and I'm sure he'd sign in Buffalo. 2 years, $2 million a year, $2.5 million a year, guys. And there we got our bandage job for 2 years while the kids are developing. And a good guy to groom our young goalies too. A guy that's won the Stanley Cup. It's a good guy to have in your lineup, in your dressing room. It's just a good thing. Okay, that's it for this one, guys. C'est fini. I'm gonna go to the next one. See you in the next video.